People are obviously following Hurricane Harvey and the devastation in Houston and other parts of Texas and I guess Louisiana. We're not covering it. We're not there. We've talked to some people about it. People wonder, what can they do? I am a big fan of going through Chabad. That may be my bias as a somewhat observantly, or try to be observantly Jew. But I'm now going to talk about Chabad's relief efforts over there, and I think the money actually goes to the right place. I'm going to talk about it with Rabbi Nochum Kurinsky of Chabad at the Beaches in Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida, and he's going to tell me about what's going on there. Thanks for joining me, Rabbi.
Hey, thank you, Adam. First of all, our prayers and thoughts go out to all those people that are suffering loss of. There's been unfortunately a tremendous loss of life and wealth and people's property, and there's an emotional component here that a lot of people are traumatized and dealing with all kinds of very difficult experiences right now, and we really my thoughts and ours, my family's thoughts, our community's thoughts are with all those people there. That being said, I think that Adam touched on something. I think that one of the great things about Chabad is that we're a household name. The name carries a tremendous amount of trust, and while there are many organizations out there that are doing great things, I can't personally vouch for them, and I know that when I give money, I have limited amount of charitable money to allocate for charitable causes. I want to make sure that money really goes to help people, and I know the Chabad in Texas, in Houston, Texas, Rabbi Lazarov, and both Senior Rabbi Lazarov and Rabbi Chaim Lazarov do tremendous work, and I know that they set up some great, doing some amazing things. For example, they have a whole fleet of trucks going around from community to community, giving out food. And
I saw, by the way, that the shul in downtown Miami, I got a message from them that they're getting some trucks together. They're going all the way from Miami with their supplies. I just thought that was interesting to see that.
Yeah, the Chabad rabbis here in Florida have gotten together incredibly. They put together thousands of dollars in a matter of minutes. Rabbis are flying over to Houston to go help out and putting together truckloads of food from all various different regions in Florida, and we're sending whatever we can to help. But they're going; those supplies are going to Chabad of Houston, and from there, the Lazarovs are delivery. They know that there are guys on the ground. They know exactly what's going on, who's in need, and we know that they're doing great work. They have some very interesting, very innovative ideas. Uh-huh. One of which is that they have a lot of people have Amazon. I know that I think that half of the country has Amazon Prime. So on ChabadHouston.com, on Chabad Houston's website.
That's Chabad, just so you know. We have that funny sound.
Right.
You know.
Chabad Houston, or from New York, we might pronounce it Houston, but it's Houston. Chabad Houston has a wish list up there for Amazon. So those that want to do something very simple, you can just go onto their website and click on their Amazon link and send gift cards or send food or send various things, household items that they need right there. That's just one really easy idea. Of course, money always helps. So yeah. They need a lot of money. They're going to need a lot of money for
that. Should you go to Chabad Hurricane? What is it? Chabad Hurricane?
It's Chabad Houston. It's Chabad on Chabad Houston's homepage. They have all the ChabadHouston.com/relief.
Okay.
But on their homepage, you can see everything. They need people need and anybody who wants to get up, anybody who wants to go volunteer or wants to go actually give their time or their effort can also just from their website can go there, fill out a form, and they'll let you know if they can use your help.
And it's not just going to Jewish people.
Not at all. It's going to anybody who needs help. They're just.
I know the Jewish community in Southwest Houston was definitely hit, like lots of places in the area, and that's, I think, the biggest Jewish community down there in Southwest Houston.
Yeah, I think they said 90%. 90% of the Jewish community is affected. So 90% so the Jewish community is affected tremendously, but the general.
So is everyone else.
So is everybody, and they're not discriminating. Of course, they're just helping anybody who needs, and they do great work, and they're that we know for a fact that Chabad is stands by the reputation of, so we can be assured that everything that goes there to help is going to be directly helping those that really, really need help.
This is not a situation like some charities where a lot goes to overhead. I'm not necessarily, maybe not quite as much as the Clinton Foundation, for example, but there are a lot of charities where there's a lot of overhead. This is just something they feel obligated to do. They're not making money off this other than,
I don't even
maybe they pay for gas or something. I don't know. They're probably not even paying for their own gas. Or
there's a lot of pride. There's a lot of pride that we saw a list came out recently about nonprofit executives in Florida, the top 100 best paid nonprofit executives. And keep in mind that there's close to 250 Chabad institutions in Florida. Not a single member of Chabad was on the list. So which means the Chabad rabbis and some very, very wealthy congregations with some very, very and I wouldn't fault the rabbis there for getting paid very well, but they don't. Chabad rabbis are there for the cause. Of course, we get paid, but it's always very reasonable, and we can trust. And it's a matter of trust.
Let me just say something. I don't have the money to give. You're welcome to donate to Backlash or something. But if I did, I would go through Chabad because I know them. And I know the money will get there. And that's really the most important thing. It really doesn't matter which organization you go with to buy, wholesale supplies that are needed down there. But with Chabad, I think we can feel pretty confident that the money is actually getting to where it's supposed to be.
Yeah, I agree. And it doesn't undermine any of the great work that other people are doing.
Right.
They may be doing great work, and I'm sure others can verify. This is just what I...
But I'm 99.9% sure the money will get there. Obviously, someone could screw something up and buy retail when they should buy wholesale or something like that. But
violate the 11th commandment.
Right. But you can be pretty confident that the money will get there, and that may be true of a lot of other places. I just don't know what they are off the top of my head, that I can be that sure that the money will get to its intended destination. Anything else? You want to give a religious thought about this?
I think at a time of need, it's not a time for... really the greatest religious thought that we can do is at a time of physical hardship, is a time to help other people physically, materially. And at a time of emotional hardship, we lend emotional, spiritual thoughts. But right now, it's a time for us for actions, for us to do things and do our best to just help out any way that we can.
Okay. Well, again, it's Chabad Houston, and you can find Chabad Houston, and then I guess Relief or Hurricane on there. I'm sure it's very obvious on the website.
Yeah, it's right on their
and if
front
for
page.
some reason they want to find out more from you, it's Chabad Beaches. But really, it's about Chabad Houston and the relief that they're doing there. Thanks for joining me, Rabbi Kurinsky.
All right, take care.